So I believe all of you are able to see the document.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhirbhavatu me sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwaraha Guruhu Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Gurave Namaha Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvisvavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. My voice is clear?
Yes.
It's clear.
So, shall we pick up some new words for today? How is it? Okay. So, do you remember all our previous words? Actually, you didn't show that. First word was not Sanskritam. When I logged in, I was hearing good morning, good morning.
Suprabhatam.
Suprabhatam. Okay. Subsandhya is not that common, but Suprabhatam, like, yeah, fine. We should be able to say that. Namaskara, Namassarvebhyaha. So these are a common thing. Dhanyavadaha, Chinta Mastu, right? Kripaya Vadatu. Very small, basic words. We can start incorporating that. And one sentence we learned. Anyone? What was the sentence last time we learned?
Bhavatya nama kim? Bhavataha nama kim?
Bhavataha nama kim?
So Santaji, if you want to ask my name, what will you say?
Bhavataha nama kim?
Mama nama Anilaha. Lakshmiji, Bhavatyaha nama kim?
Lakshmi Vandana Nama.
Purna Vakyam. Purna
Lakshmi Vandana Mama Nama.
So that is one interesting thing. Okay, in Sanskrit, it typically doesn't matter if you change the order. So though you are learned in the one way, that's okay. As he said, you can say that way also. That's perfectly fine. So before you proceed, all of you can put the roll number before your name, so it becomes easy for me. Just rename and put your roll number before it. And looks like there are not too many people, so we will have a lot of fun. We will have a lot more learning then.
Wait. Sorry, where we have to put?
Just a rename in your name. Your name, before your name, you just attach the roll number.
Oh, okay. Can I change it here? I don't know
you
whether
can change it. Yeah, you can click on the participants list, and then there is a rename option in your name, more or rename, and in that you can just prepend the roll number.
Okay, I got it. And I think mine is number 4, right? Basavaraj?
Yes. Yeah, Baswaraj. Yeah, I'm not able to see you actually.
Yeah, 1 second, because I am doing it from the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me see here.
Because
And also I'm actually, I just came back from office. I'm trying to start my laptop. So it might take some time. Until then, I will I'll do it from my phone.
Because it is just online for namesake. We are actually in an offline class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we are able to see you. Surekha ji, I'm not able to see you. Sai ji, I'm not able to see you. Soumya ji. Namo Namah.
Namo Namah.
Yeah. Soumya ji, not able to see you. Anjali ji, not able to see you. Okay. So there are.
Sir.
Ah,
Namo Namaha.
Namo Namaha. Yeah. So again, instead of sir, we can say, if you want to say Mahodaya.
Kamyatam Mahodaya.
No, not Mahodaya, because you are addressing me, you have to say Mahodaya. Akara.
Mahodaya.
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 Dhanyavad.
So
Then,
Mahodaya is third person.
no, it's not third person. We'll come to all those details. That is also a valid form, but for some particular case. Okay.
Okay.
So right now we are just using the conversational words. So let us fix those things in our mind first. We will see the different forms. In fact, one of the question in our previous classes were, we know Bhavan, Bhavati, but we are saying Bhavataha, Bhavatyaha. So again, those are also correct, but in a different context, we have to use different things. We'll come to that. So today, for example, I'll add one more sentence to our kitty. Okay, so there you will see those words. That's what we are going to do. So what is a vowel called in Sanskritam?
Swara.
Paraha.
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 And consonant?
Vyanjana.
Vyanjanam.
Vyanjanam.
Okay, Vanjalam.
And again, if you want to say plural, right, then it becomes a swaraha. And
Vyanjanani.
Vyanjanani. So I know it looks peculiar. What is this? This is this random. I know there is a whole logic behind it. We'll come to that. See, right now we are doing two things. One, we are learning Sanskritam and going into all details. And another thing, we are trying to do our conversation as well. Right? So for conversation, you need to pick up a few basic similar words. So we can start using it. That's what the main idea is. Okay. And the complete alphabet set, what is that called?
Varnamala.
Varnamala.
Mala.
Varnamala.
So today we'll add, again, you might be already knowing. So people have many people said, Samyak we know, right? What is Samyak?
Very well.
Good.
Samyak is good.
Good.
Okay, so if
Very-
you want to say very well, very good, right? So you say Bahu Samyak. And
Very
again, I
fine.
think this Bahu word is very common in many of our languages. Right? So Bahu Samyak. That is one thing. And for example, we have many New Year gone, all those things we have been. So we typically wish, right? Best wishes and things like that. So we can start wishing in Sanskritam. So there is a simple word, Subha Shayaha. Shubha Shayaha. Okay, if you want, I can just show you. Let me share my screen so you know how it is written and how we can pronounce it. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is Subha Shayaha. Okay. So if it was New Year, so we can say Navavarsha Subha Shayaha. Okay. Or if earlier it was Ugadi, we can say Ugadi Shubha Shayaha. So we can add this word with anything. Okay. That's how this is a new word. So the idea is, see, if you see, I pick very common words which we definitely use in other languages. Okay, day to day we use. So that's what I thought we should know these words so that we can start using in our language itself. Our means Sanskritam. Yeah, that's what our language is, Sanskritam, right? Yeah. Another one is Abhinandanani. This may not be that common, but I thought this is related. So when you congratulate someone, congratulations for something. So Abhinandanani. And today's sentence, we would add this. Okay. So here you see, like when I asking nama, we used Bhavataha nama kim, Bhavatyaha nama kim. But here, we are asking, how are you? Katham is how. Okay. So Bhavan katham asti? And Bhavati katham asti? So if I ask you Bhavan katham asti, you can say aham. Again, you can use this samyak word also. Aham samyak asmi. Okay. Or you can also say aham kushali asmi. So this is for male. Okay. Aham kushali asmi. Kushali asmi. And if you are female, then you can say kusalini. Kusalini asmi. That's how it is. Okay. So we'll do a quick round of this thing. So is it registered in your mind? I'll unshare the screen. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now we'll go. Anjali ji, you have not put your roll number. I think you are 20.
25.
No, I think you are 20.
Sorry, 2020.
Yeah.
Kshamyatam.
Chinta mastu.
Dhanyawada.
Vani ji, can you put your roll number before your name? You put it after. The idea is when I tell you to put before, what happens? No, my list gets sorted. So I can go in that order. I don't need to search for it. That is the advantage I get.
I have small clarification.
Yeah, please.
Kripaya
vadatu.
Did you conduct any class between last Friday and this Friday, today?
Actually, what happened, one of the classes, the teachers was not able to take the class. So
Okay.
I was a substitute teacher for them.
Because last Friday I attended and this is the second one.
Yeah. So it is every Friday only.
Okay.
Chinta mastu. It just happened. Other batch, one teacher was not able to take it. So I went and took that. And I took almost what we did last Friday. Okay. So the sequence, even if the other classes like the same things are, just because I took it doesn't mean that you missed any class. It's not like that.
No, I felt it because you told that bhavati something you said, no? That was not there in that last.
I know. So what has happened is, if you remember, we spent half an hour discussing our problems.
Okay. Yeah.
That didn't happen there. So I was able to cover a little more there. So, so today we'll make sure we cover that because we are not too many people. So we should be able to make up and we should be able to cover more.
Sure. Thank you.
That's okay. That in fact, I keep track of how much I've covered in so that I can sync up at some point in time and all those things. In fact, not only between we are like 5 teachers, right? So we all 5 of us sync among ourselves so that we sync our classes in that level. Okay, so a lot of homework for teachers as well. Okay. So let me go. So I think first is roll number 5 only. Rajesh, yeah. Sai ji, have you not? Please put your roll number 24.
Yes, sir.
Baswaraj ji, you have not put roll number 4. Please put that. Asha ji.
Sorry, I just switched my from my phone to the.
Yeah, I know that. Please, yeah, put that. Kripaya roll number. So anyone else? Asha ji, roll number 33. Asha ji, are you there? Kripaya Darshyatu.
Yeah, now I put it.
Yeah. Asha ji is not responding. Okay, fine. Actually, Asha ji, fine. She's roll number 33. Okay, let's start. Okay. Rajesh Mahodaya, Bhavan katham asti?
I will have to look at the document, Mahodaya.
So you can say aham kushali asmi.
Aham kushali asmi.
Astu. Okay. Then next is Muralidhara Mahodaya. न क्षम्यतां प्रसाद महोदय. प्रसाद महोदय भवान् कथम् अस्ति?
अहं कुशली अस्ति.
अस्मि.
अस्मि अस्ति.
कुशली अस्मि.
कुशली अस्मि. Sorry, कुशली अस्मि. Can I say kushalam? Aham kushalam? No.
Kushalam is okay. If you say just kusalam, then it's fine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, kushali asmi.
Aham kushali asmi.
Astu. Muralidhara Mahodaya. Bhavan katham asti?
Aham kushali asmi.
So again, you can also use samyak.
Okay.
Yeah,
Samyak.
kushali is fine. Kushali is fine. So right now we are practicing that word. If you are not able to, no problem. Ask me your questions.
Yeah.
Santa Mahoday. Bhavati katham asti?
Aham kushalini asmi.
Samyak. Shweta Mahoday.
Aham asmi.
Your voice broke actually. Can you repeat again? Yeah. Can you speak now? Kripaya vadatu.
Aham kushalini asmi.
Samyak. Uttamam. Next is Soumya. Yeah. Oh, Baswaraji was number 4, right? Yeah, Baswaraj Mahodaya. Bhavan katham asti?
Aham kushalam.
Then Lakshmi Mahoday. Bhavati katham asti?
Aham kushalini asmi.
Sweta Mahoday. Bhavati katham asti?
Aham samyak asmi.
Aham na drashtum shaknomi.
Aham samyak asmi.
Sweta Mahoday. Are you there? Okay. Doesn't look like she's not responding. Okay. Okay, your bandwidth, some issues there. That's why you're switching off your video.
Yeah, some. But
Fine.
I just finished. I just wanted to know if there's another Shweta.
No, she is Sureka ji actually. I called Sweta and then Sureka Mahoday turned on. So that's fine. That's okay. Yeah. So fine. If bandwidth issue is there, please let me know. Let me know so that I don't keep on telling you switch on video. Okay. Yeah. So where were we? We were 18 Lakshmi Mahoday. We did. Then Veena Mahoday. Bhavati katham asti?
Aham kushalini asmi.
Samyak. Soumya ji. Bhavati katham asti?
Aham samyak kushalini asmi.
Repeat again. Punah vadatu.
Aham samyak kushalini asmi.
Bahut uttamam. Samyak eva kusalini eva asmi. Then next is Vani Mahoday.
Aham samyak asmi.
Vandana Mahoday. Bhavati katham asti? Okay. Not able to. Na shruyate.
Aham kushalini asmi.
Dhanyavadah. Yeah. Then Parvati Mahoday. Bhavati katham asti?
Aham bahu kushalini asmi.
Samyak. Yeah. Shankar Mahoday. Bhavan katham asti?
Aham kushali asmi. Kushali, right? Kushali.
Kushali, dirgha,
Kushali asmi.
Sai Mahoday, Sai Mahodaya, Bhavan katham asti?
Aham Bahu Kushali Asmi.
Kushali asmi. Yeah. Did I miss anyone, or all of us are done? If anyone I missed, please let me know. Asaji, she says she's not able to communicate right now, so I didn't ask her. But I believe I have asked everyone. Anjali Mahoday. Anjali Mahoday, Bhavati.
Mahodaya, aham kushalini asmi.
So, are you not able to put the roll number before your name?
20.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
can you rename? Put your before the name you are displaying, right? Can you put the roll number?
Where?
So you go to you see the participants list.
Yeah.
Click on that. In that, your name will be there. There more. In that, rename will be there.
Okay.
So before your name, keep your name, but before that, put your roll number also.
Okay.
So this, all of you, please do it every class. Okay. So what happens? No, then I can go roll number wise. I can see the number, and I don't have to look at my register and other things. I can see in the Zoom itself. It becomes easy for me. I can go fast.
Mahodaya,
Yeah.
I did my homework, but how to send homework? How submit? I don't know.
So have you installed the Classroom Google app and other things?
Yes, I did PDF.
Okay.
But not submit. Try to.
So
submit
you did PDF from which app?
What?
Did you use any app to make it a PDF? How did you make it a PDF?
Not understand.
So you have written your homework?
Yes.
On paper, right?
Yes.
Then how did you make it as a PDF? You said you made a PDF, right?
I don't know if she scanned it.
Or did she take a photo of that?
Not scan.
You took a photo?
On PDF app, I did. I made the PDF.
Okay. You took a photo and to make a PDF, right?
Yes.
Then in that, basically, there will be a share option in the app. So you click on that, and then in that Google Classroom will come. So you click on the Google Classroom, it will share to Google Classroom. So like that, you should try. Maybe what we'll do is after the class, if you have any doubts, right? Maybe you can ping me separately. I can guide you if you have any problem there.
Dhanyavad.
Chinta mastu. Yeah, Murlidhar Mohdaya.
Somebody said, Aham Kushalam. That is also okay.
Yeah, but let us not register that for timing.
Okay.
That's okay. See, there are people who are little advanced, right? So they will say all those things.
So just to clarify again, so it is different for the pulling and different for sealing, right?
Yes.
Aham kushalam asti.
Aham kushali asmi.
Kushali is pulling.
Yeah, kushali
Dirgha. Okay.
Aham kushalini. Again, li harshva ni dirgha. So that is for striling.
Asti.
Asmi. Sorry, Shamyata.
Oh, asmi.
So when I am saying, right, for me, always, mine is always asmi.
Asmi.
When I'm pointing to others and things like that, right? So it is typically asti. That's why the question. That's why the question, if you see, the question is Bhavan katham asti. How are you? And then I am answering, so it becomes asmi.
Aham kushalini ashmi.
If you are a Strilinga, then kusalini asmi.
Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi.
Aham na shruyate.
Aham Brahmasmi.
Aham Brahmasmi.
So this katam is same as over, like katam. Is that the same as that katam?
Katham is like how?
So okay. What is the last one for Striling? Asmi, Asti.
No, that is see. I am replying, right? I is not stri or pulling. I is I.
Okay.
So it is always asmi.
So it does not make difference between male and female.
When I'm speaking, yeah.
Okay. So it's always aham kushalini asmi.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Basically, first person, second person, third person kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll come to all those
I'm
details.
I'm sure we'll come to that.
Right now, my intention is we should be able to converse every day a little bit. Okay.
Must be something like that. Some first person, second person. I'm sure we'll cover all that later.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, kati swaraha Sanskrite kati swaraha asti?
Kati means how many, is it?
How many?
How many?
You can say answer in English for timing. That's okay.
15. 15.
Panchadashaha.
Panchadasa. That's okay. 15 is Panchadasa. So, if you notice, that's what I say. Sanskrite kati swaraha. Swaraha is plural. So, swaraha asti. Right? Okay. So, any question on swaraha? What we covered last class? If not, we'll start with the Vyanjanam.
So how do you say that? Panchadashaha swaraha asti.
Asti. Okay. So today let's start with the Vyanjanami.
So one second.
Yeah.
So the full sentence would be Samskrutena Panchadashaha swaraha asti.
I'll just type it for you. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
So the question what I asked was,
Sanskrute kati swaraha.
In fact, I asked you incorrect, okay? Because it is plural, it should be santi, not asti.
Sanskrute kati swaraha asti.
Santi. Okay.
Santi. Okay.
Yeah, santi. So Sanskrite
Panchadasha
swaraha santi.
swaraha.
Okay, so like the dot we do in English, full stop. In Sanskritam, we put this
like Hindi
standing line.
Yeah. Similar to Hindi.
So that's what we should be able to start using that.
Santi. Sanskute Panchadasha swaraha.
Question.
Yeah.
Pancha, would we not put a dot on top?
I was about to say the same thing.
We'll talk about it today.
In fact, this is very confusing, Dr.
Yeah, exactly.
Mahodaya. Because even Sanskrite, you put a anuswar or whatever it's called, a dot on the top. It's not half no.
Correct. We will talk about that. That's what I'm going to discuss. So that is the reason I intentionally use those words there.
I think the same happens for Ganga also, right? It is not the dot.
We'll come to that. Let's come to all the Vyanjanani and then we'll understand what is the logic behind all those things so that you become very clear about it. Okay.
So what does Santi mean, sir?
Pardon?
What does Santi mean?
Santi is R. Asti. It's a plural of Asti. See, Asti is. Santi is R. English. So what I'm telling is and are.
From a third person sense.
Huh?
Asti and Santi would be third person sense.
Again, I'm not.
Again.
Yeah, that's okay. Just, right now, I'm not becoming very precise. Crudely, I'm telling you so that you start conversing at least. Okay. There are many more.
Mahodaya, I have a question.
Yes.
You put that line at the.
Yeah, please. Kripaya vadatu. I'm not.
Screen went off.
Yeah.
I think she lost the audio.
Okay. Can you speak again, Mahodaya? Mahodaya?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I was asking the line that you draw at the end.
Yes.
Is that like a full stop?
Yes. Astu.
And anywhere I've seen 2 lines sometimes. Is
that is like a complete full stop. So in Sanskrit we have 2, full stop and complete full stop.
Mahodaya, I also have a question.
Yeah.
On the Santi, why is the tail goes on the tail goes across N and not right next to the N?
Because if we put right next, now Nakara is that's what let's talk about Vyanjanani first, then we'll go into that.
Okay.
Okay, just keep that question. If I don't answer, please ask me again. Okay. So which is the first Vyanjanam? Can you anyone tell me?
Ka.
So now,
or I don't know whether one should say k or ka, whatever.
So when I write this, so I hope all of you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So is this the first Vyanjanam?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, this is actually k plus a.
So now, as soon as you say Vyanjanam is a consonant.
Yeah.
Right. So is it just is it a single letter? What I've just typed in front of you, is it a single letter?
Para and Vyanjanam.
This is not actually a single letter. It actually is a combination of
plus
a.
Right? So that's why, because you are saying ka, there is a sound at the end. So it is, so now this is a swara. This is a Vyanjanam. Right? So how do you pronounce this?
Can't be.
Point is,
it can't be pronounced actually.
Yeah. So in fact, a lot of people say try that. But the point is, we learned in our previous class, the swara are the only one, swaraha are the only one which you can pronounce independently. Yeah. Can you just maybe you are seeing possibly some music in the background of mine? Yeah, the dustbin van is just passing by. So yeah. So the point is, these Vyanjanas, they can't be pronounced independently. Okay. So if I say I want to pronounce that, I can't. Okay. Then how do I say that? So that is one very important thing you need to understand. You can't pronounce them independently. Rather, if I write it like this, right? What is this? Ak. See, you are able to pronounce now. Right. Now the point is, if you have a Vyanjanam and you bring a swara along with it, whichever side, left, right, if you bring it along with it, we are able to pronounce it. Okay, that is a very important thing. We need a swara along with the Vyanjan to pronounce it. Otherwise, we can't utter it. Okay, this clarity should be there. So as soon as we are saying ka, okay, we are actually using a swara along with it. Now the point is, there are many cases where we want to just tell the Vyanjanam. How do I utter that? I want to tell it. See, even when I'm telling in the class, many times I'll have to tell this Vyanjan, that Vyanjan, I have to utter it, right? How do I speak it out? So because it is difficult, so there is a technique we use, very powerful technique. What we do is we use a suffix, okay, called kara. So what we do is, if I want to utter this, I will say kakara. Sorry. Okay, this is kakara. So ka is basically kakara plus a. Okay. Or plus also we have another word to say in Sanskrit if you want to say kakara adhikam a. Okay. So can you say what is this?
Kakara.
So this becomes
kakara adhikam.
So this is kakara. Sorry.
Adhikam a.
Kakara adhikam a. Okay. What is this?
Gakara adhikam a.
Exactly. Gakara Adhikam. So I hope you got the idea. This kara idea. So this is a very common thing. You should get familiar with it. So I can use with anything. I can use jakara, chakara, takara, makara, everything. Okay. Now point is, even with swara also we use it. So it's fine. I can say akara also. Okay. So I can actually say khakara plus akara. That is also fine. The kara can be used with any letter. Basically, it is indicating it is alone. Kara is an indication of singleness, aloneness. Okay, that is the main idea. So if you want, I can even write this as this. This is also fine. Any questions? Any doubts on that?
Akara.
Okay. So now what is this?
Rakara.
Yeah. So
Rakara.
okay. Now, interestingly, what happens? This is a very popular one. So what happens? There is another name given for it. So it is also called Refa. Refa. And yeah, previous class, one of the question was whether the fakara we pronounce is at fa or fa. So it is, yeah, it is with the sound, fa. The air should come out. It is fa. Refa. Okay. So this is also called refa. So many times you won't hear rakara. Rakara is not commonly used. We rather use refa. So as soon as we say refa, it means it is basically rakara. You can immediately in the mind, you should have that picture. Correct. So this is the first level where we are trying to make our life easy by how to utter them. Writing is okay. Yeah, tell me.
Mohoday, can you share this notes at the end, or we have to write it?
I do it, right? I do share
it. Okay.
So in
fact, you share it.
Yeah.
Can you please share it in the Google instead of WhatsApp?
Okay.
We can put it in the class notes.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Actually,
that way we can always find it.
Yeah. The reason is, what I do is, you don't need to see, the way I create the notes is I have all the previous ones plus I keep on attaching. So finally I share the final document only. Okay. So that way what happens, if it is in class notes or anywhere, they will put only portions there. Right.
No, because
so this one document, if you are able to refer the last one, you have the complete set.
No, but because once you are explaining and you are writing it, then when we read it one more time, it will reinforce because we have seen it. We have explained it.
I'm saying I am sharing the document, which is a complete document.
Okay.
The class wise. Maybe once you look at the document, if you want, I can send it as a mail also. I can do that.
No, as long as it's on the class notes, we are fine. I can download it.
Okay. And even in WhatsApp, when Mahodaya sends it, we can just start the message and we can leave it, because there are a lot of messages. So when we search through, we just search for the starred messages. His Mahodaya's message will pop up there. We can do that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Dhanyawada, Mahodaya.
Mahodaya?
Yeah.
This refers only for rakara, is it? Not that for only for rakara it is refer.
Astu. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm using one more word.
Adhikam, I was wanting to ask you.
I'm using this word right? Do you know what is
Yes. Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Mahoday, is there any logic behind that rape? I mean, why only for Rakara? Any particular reason?
There are. Right now, I don't want to get into those. Right now, I gave a simplified reason to you. It is a very common one compared to others, more common than others. So they created a shorter form. Gakara, rakara, that is a longer form, right? Refa is smaller form. So for timing, I think that's okay. Let's not get into those kind of details right now. Yeah. So now, once you have looked into these, do you know that all these letters, which we have ka, kha, ga, ga, and all those things, they have a pattern? How many of you know that they have a pattern?
I don't know.
For example, this
Pattern is based on the
this.
based on from where the sound comes.
Yes. So for all those things, do you know where does the sound come from? Can you try to speak and think?
From throat.
From the throat.
So it is called kantha.
Kantha,
So
throat.
that's why these all are kantha.
Kantas.
These are all kantha letters. Now the second one.
So what do you say that Kanta?
Kantha is throat.
Yeah, but what did you write there?
Kanthya.
Kantya.
Kanthya. Tha and tha, thakara. There is a thakara
Kantya.
and then yakara, then akara.
Kantya.
Kanthya.
Okay.
Okay. Then this is the next set.
Judge.
So where are they coming from?
From tongue.
Yeah.
Where is the tongue touching?
Palate. Upper palate.
Behind the tooth. Behind the tooth.
It's not behind
The
the
roof of the
The root, the upper jaw. Upper jaw.
upper jaw. Yeah. So what is that called? Any idea? So that is talu. So that is talavya.
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 Talavya. Kantya. Talavya.
yeah. Okay.
So
Sir,
this
I
is
have a question.
Dantavya. This is Dantavya, right?
No.
No.
Just see where your tongue is going.
It's rolling behind.
Did you figure out where is it?
Ostia.
No. Is it touching the lips?
No.
No, it's rolling. The tongue is rolling.
No. Just notice where is it touching?
The palate.
Upper front side on the talu, right?
Yeah.
That is called murdha.
Murdanya.
So these are murdhanya letters actually. Okay, so murdhanya. Okay, so if you notice, it came from the back, kantha, then the tongue came little front, above, then it came further, talavya. Okay, and now if you go to the, na.
Danyas.
This is touching your teeth. Yeah, exactly. This is touching your teeth.
Dantyas.
Dantya.
Dantya.
Okay, dan, pa, fa, ba, bha,
Through the lips.
yeah.
To the lips.
This is lips.
Posture.
This is ostia.
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 Yeah.
Or ostia. Ostia.
Actually, it should not be called ostia because, wait, even this, right? Because teeth is not one, so this should be called dantaha. This is should be called oshtau. Okay. Yeah. Shamyatam for that. Yeah, but that is the correct way of writing it. Actually, I can no. Oshtau is lips, right? Yeah. Fine. I think no. Let me put it correct only because I'm not talking of teeth or I'm telling about these letters only. So this is correct. So teeth are many, so that is dantaha. But I'm talking about these letters. These letters are dantya, osthya. So that is correct. Yeah, these are correct.
Yeah.
Right. So if you notice the order, it started from throat, then it came top, then it came a little front in the palate, and then it came to teeth, then it came to lips. So it gradually progressed. So all the letters are very scientifically organized. Okay. Not only this, if you actually go from left to right on these, there is also ordering there. I'll talk about that, but before that, let me complete it. So after this, what is the next letter?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you see, no, they're not following one place. It is all different. Ya, ra, la, va. Yeah. So if you see, they are all coming. Say they were one line same, but here all the letters are coming through back to front. Ya, ra, la, va. Right. So now in that, basically these are used for other additional purposes. So it is not basically for the usual things like the other ones. So there is a different name given for this set. Okay, there is a complete different name given for this set, and that is called antasthaha. Antasthaha. I'll just type it. Okay, antastha. Antastha. And again, I am actually just typing the base word. When they are plural, basically all of them will become like kantyaha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have not written the full form. This will become talavyaha, murtanyaha, dantyaha, ostyaha, antasthaha. So plurals will become like that. So I've just written the base form. Okay. And base form also, if you want, actually there will be like antasthaha, ostyaha. So right now I don't want to bother about all those things. Basic, the root form you should just be in mind. This is kantya, this is talavya, this is murdhanya, this is dantya, this is ostya, this is antasthaha. And then what is the last line?
Sha.
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 So here, if you understand, basically these also follow all the things. So if you see the first one, sha, so that should match like the talavyas. Sha, it should be like the cha, sha, sha, cha. Similar, they should touch the same place. Then the next one, sha, so that should be like murdhanya, ta. So wherever ta is touching, the sha should touch there.
Didn't follow.
Okay.
Did not understand.
Okay. So what I'm telling is these three are all sakara like, so right. So now what is the difference? The difference is the first one is actually a talavya.
Sure.
Okay. So it should be pronounced like the cha. Cha, wherever the cha, cha, ja, jha tongue is touching, same where you touch the tongue, sha. Sha. Right, cha, cha. So upper palate, top. If you are seeing the tongue touches, cha, cha, ja, jha, ja. Okay. So same way, this sha. When you speak this out, the tongue should touch there, sha. And then this one is murdhanya, the second one. So when your ta, tha, wherever the tongue is touching, when you speak out this sha, basically it should touch the tongue there, sha. Okay. So more than sound, I'm making you feel yourself. So that will make it perfect for you. Because sound, when we hear, no, it may not be exactly where it is coming, or we may not be able to make it out. So I'm just telling you where your tongue should touch. Be aware of that. So first one is sha, second is sa, and third one when that comes, it is dantya, sa. The tongue should touch the teeth. Okay. So all these.
So when I say sir, my tongue doesn't touch the teeth, sir.
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 Joint of the teeth, wherever the teeth and gums are joining, isn't it touching?
Ah, yeah, that, yes, but not my teeth. Okay.
Yeah. So the gum touching the joint, see, teeth goes inside. Root is also there inside of the teeth, right?
Okay. So it is touching the bottom part, right? Not the top, sir.
Yes, sir. It is touching not the top part. The tongue is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
at the top.
Okay,
Correct.
got it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So these are all called ushmanas. Okay. Ushmana. All four. Some people this hakara because ha. So swasaha, they call it swasaha also, but that's okay. We can categorize them as usmana. So, I'm not sure. Shall I put these done?
Sir, what does Ushmana mean?
Ushmana means is like, let me just check it for you.
Okay.
What does the word Ushmana mean? Okay.
Giving heat, I think. Ushma.
Ushna.
Ushma is heat, no?
Yeah, Ushma is heat. So it's like when we speak these sha, so we have like air coming out, this steam kind of thing, right? So that's what.
Warmness of breath.
Yeah, along with breathe. That's what, warmness of breath. Correct. Yeah.
That's right.
So I hope you're clear now with all these things, right?
Yes.
And all these things are basically by default, the way I've written is with akara. So they are not Vyanjan alone. To speak out, we typically write them as like this. But ideally, if you want to just write the Vyanjanas, they should be like this. I hope you're clear. Okay. So then is kakara, khakara, gakara, ghakarangakara, chakara, chakara, jakara, jakarangyakara, takara, 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 dakara, dakara,
Nanara.
Takara, takara, dakara.
Then,
What about the last, those things?
Yeah, we'll come to that. I'll come to that.
Okay.
Bakara, makara. Okay. Yakara, rakara, lakara, vakara. And then this is shakara. This is takara. This is takara. This is hakara. Okay. Now, in this.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why is the sha murdhanya? It's not like ta, but
it is like ta ta da da. Wherever the tongue touches for ta, this is a sha. The tongue should touch same place.
Sure.
Sure. It is the bigger sure. So we have to roll the tongue behind and touch the roof. Sure.
Yeah. I don't think we need to roll. We just the tongue touches out. Sure.
No, because when we just try to say the sure, that is the difference between the first sure and the second. See, many of us just say the sure. It just the sound comes out just through the in between the lips and through the thing. That is why when we during the chanting of shlokas also, they are not able to find out the difference between the lower sha and the higher sha. Because
yeah, go ahead.
No, because the it is not for the higher sha. It does not. They don't take the tongue to touch the the murdhanya. It's not touching the roof. So the sha, the sound also is a little subdued sound type.
If you be precise, right, what happens for the talavya, the middle part of your tongue touches it. Middle part of your tongue touches it. Sure.
Okay.
For the murdanya, the tip of your tongue touches it.
Sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. Got it. That's a better way to explain. Yeah.
That is where the subtle difference is.
Correct. Okay.
In Kannada, we simply differentiate this between Shankarasha, Shanmukasha. Sangasha.
Yeah.
So, Shanmuka, Shankara, Shanmuka, Sangha. So if you can understand these three differences, I think we should be able to pronounce that.
Yeah. See, the point is, hearing we have been always from childhood we have heard, but the precise, because they have been created based on where the sound comes from, how it is uttered, right? So that's what I thought. I'll give you the positions. So then you don't bother, only depend on the other ears. You know your conscious and you can use the positions of your tongue, that touching part and other things, so it can make more perfection.
Correct.
Okay. Now even
Mahadeo, one small.
Yeah.
Sorry, but Mahadeo, one small question.
Yeah.
When you're asked to write this, the Aksharamala, the Vyanjanamala, do we write it with the halant or do we write it without the halant?
You typically write it without halant.
Without halant, okay.
Yeah, you typically write it like this.
Like on k.
Yeah. Because we are pronouncing it like ka, kha, ga, 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 right?
Correct.
Then we are writing, we don't do kakara, khakara, gakara, like this we don't do.
Exactly.
So just to make you clear, that's why I did the halanta. Ideally, in fact, when I share with you, I will do like this only. I share like this only.
Right.
Okay. but just so that you don't get confused. These are some conventions we follow, so it becomes easier. Yeah, Parvati Mahodaya.
So you said kakara, kakara, gagara, gagara, and the last one you left out. So you cannot add the car ending to those?
No, you can.
Ah, okay.
So now that's what I'm going to specially give attention to that. That's
Oh,
why
okay. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So now the point is, so all these also have, like right now we did horizontal categorization. There is a vertical categorization. Can you mute Mahodaya? We are seeing some noise. Who is this?
As a mountain that exists, sacred.
Someone mute. I think we are hearing.
Shankar Mahoday. Mute, please.
Asha Mahoday.
Mahodaya, can you do for all for the time being?
Fine now. Yeah, so so the way we had horizontal naming, we also have a vertical naming. So when I say ka, cha, ta, ta, pa, these all 5, they belong to, there is also a name given to that. So that is like a khara. Okay, so that is khara. All these are khara vengeance. Okay, so all these are called khara vengeance. And then the next is ati khara. That is more, it's like harsh. Khara is harsh, ka, cha, and the kha is even more harsher. So that is what is ati khara. Okay, and then next one is soft actually. So it is mridu. Okay, and the next one is called ghosha. So in fact, I'll form a table for you also, and possibly I'll share that. And the last ones are called anunasika. Oh, sorry.
Because that comes from the nose, right? Anunashika.
Yes, anunasika.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
anunasika, that comes from nose. So now the point is, so many times I know there are confusion between this anunasika, other things you have got hang of it. Okay, so let us see how to pronounce, especially just notice the idea is this one is anunasika and kanthya. So it has to use nose and throat. Okay, so you see ka, kha, ga, ghang, gang, gang, it should come from here. Nga, nga. Okay, nga, anga, nga. So nose also should be used, and this is like nga. So it should come from the throat. That is how you differentiate. So ka, kha, ga, gang, nga. Ka, kha, ga, gang, nga. Okay, now this one is talavya. So it should come like cha, 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 cha. Cha, 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 nya, 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 nya. Right? Nya. So it should touch, the center part of tongue should touch up. Nya. And no nose should be used. Nya. Nya. Okay. This, the tip of the tongue should touch. Ta, ta, da, da, na, na. And nose should be na, na. Okay. Then this is dantya. So teeth should touch along with the nose. Ta, ta, da, da, na. Ta, ta, da, da, na. So teeth means the joint of teeth and gums that is also teeth only. Correct. So I hope you are able to get the point. See, now the point is, because I told you the positions, you don't depend only on my sound. You are able to figure out yourself. Because even in offline class, sound may not be always that clear, and online, forget about it. I don't know what this internet is converting the sound and taking it to you and all those things. Okay, so I thought I'll figure out this technique and tell you, share the technique so you know how to utter it. Okay, so this is osta, papa, baba, ma, ma, ma. So you see your nose is also, there is a slight vibration there, ma. Okay, ma. Slight vibration is there. So that is papa, baba, ma. So these are anunasika. Okay, again, these others don't have, so that's okay. So now the point is, what are these? These we find very less in the words, right? Anunasikas. What is the use of these then? Now you already know this anuswaraha, which you say right? So the idea is, in general, whenever you have an is also a nasika, no sound, right? Whenever you have a no sound, you ideally are supposed to use these letters, these anunasika. That is the default behavior. Okay. And then if these doesn't match up, then we go for the anunasika. So I'll show you how. So if you see, this is the kanthya, this is the talavya, this is the murdanya, this is the dantya, this is the osthya. So now I'll use some words. I'll show you some words. Okay. So these are anunasika. So categorization, anyway, I've done the, okay. So before I go to that, let me, so in Hindi, you might have seen these few letters, right? For example, like this, I'll show you. Da with a dot, right?
Yeah.
Then da with a dot, correct? But the point is, in Sanskrit, we don't have that. That is also a Devanagari script. That is another symbol. Okay, but in Sanskrit, we don't have those two. Okay, so that is one thing I wanted to highlight there, not part of Sanskrita. And then let me talk about, we'll come to that, but first of all, let me pick up some words. Let me use this. Okay, so I'll bring these words here. So let us look at these few words. Okay, Anguli. Now this looks okay, Anguli, but the point is now this nasal sound is before which varna? It is before which varna?
Ga.
Ga. And that is kanthya. Ga is kanthya, right?
Yes.
So ideally, it should not be this. It should be the kantha nasika. So what is kantha nasika?
Na.
Nya, nya.
Nya.
Nya. Okay, so this. Halanta is also there. So this actually is Anguli. Okay, Anguli should be written like this. Now, another one, Kanchana. So this is, what is that?
Cha, na.
Nya,
Na.
nya.
So,
Yeah.
Nya.
Nya. So kanjana. Should be kanjana.
No, the pronunciation is Kanchana only.
Okay.
Pronunciation we are doing correct only, but the writing we are not doing correct.
Okay.
Because Nasika is means Kanchana, that automatically will come. But because it is before Talavya, so the Nakara is also Talavya. We are pronouncing actually Kanchana. The Anchana, Nakara comes like that only.
One more thing. If it is kamchana, if you put only ka and then kamchana, it will be kamchana, right? It not be kanchana.
So that is the incorrect pronunciation. That's what I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
So it cannot be kamchana. It will be kamchana. So same things. A lot of people do Sanskrita, right? A lot of people do Samskrita.
We'll coming to that.
Yeah.
Let's figure out these one by one.
Yeah.
So is this correct?
Kanchana. Yeah.
Kanchana. Right. What about this Niranjana?
Ranjana.
Niranjana. The same.
Because Jakara, same line.
Niranjana. Yeah, that's right.
Niranjana.
Pandu.
Pandu.
Na and do. Pandu. Yeah. Pandu. Yeah. So we have to use this one for Anuswara, right?
Actually, Anuswara is incorrect.
Instead of Anuswara, we use Anunasika.
It should be Anunasika here.
Okay.
Okay. The next is Anantaram.
So only for Kakara, Chakara, Takara, Pakara, only for these lines we use Anunasika. Otherwise, we use Anuswara. Is that right?
No. Oh, you are telling these. That's what I'm taking. If you see, I have taken one by one. This is from the Kanthya. Right.
Okay.
This I have taken from the Talavya.
Okay.
This I have taken from the Murdhanya. Just notice the pattern I chose from, right? So this one, Anantaram.
Then it should be half no.
No,
Half
no. Anantaram.
We don't, there is nothing called half na. It is nakara.
Nakara.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Nakara.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So if Jaykumar ji hears this half no, he will be furious. What is this half business here? It is a full letter, right?
Correct. Correct.
So this is nakara. So it will be like this.
Anantaram.
What was this?
Makara.
Excellent.
Amba.
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 Right? What about this?
Kamsa.
Kamsa. That's correct.
Now this falls outside those 5.
Yeah.
Whenever it's outside those 5, we use Anuswara.
Kamsa. So
that's why Sanskrit.
Yes.
Mahodaya,
Yeah.
can you please repeat the rules? I mean, once again, I just didn't get it exactly what you're telling.
Okay. So if the letter after the nasal sound, belongs to this line, then the nasal sound should be replaced by this. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Mahodaya.
Okay. And when I'm highlighting, you are able to see that?
Yes, Mahodaya.
Okay.
So what do you mean by nasal sound?
Anuswara.
No. When you said when a letter with
Nasal sound is the sound which comes from nose.
But okay, I didn't exactly follow what you're trying to say.
So see, I asked, I didn't understand what you're trying to do when you use what.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said, when there is a nasal sound,
okay,
followed
in a
by
word,
one of these letters.
Okay.
So Anunasika, Anuswara is a nasal sound, right?
Yeah.
So Anunasika is also a nasal sound.
Yeah.
So whenever there is a nasal sound followed by any one of these Kanthya letters, then the letter
Then you have
to
to
be written
use-
in case of the Nasika, the nasal sound should be this.
Okay, got it. Okay.
That's the idea. When the nasal sound is followed by any one of these, then the nasal sound should be
You
written
should
like
add.
this.
Okay. And not with the
Anuswara, not with the Anuswara.
The Anuswara. Okay.
So if you notice, that's where my original word was what? Anguli.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
put a dot there, but that is not correct. This is correct. You have to.
Oh, you have to
the
use.
ng.
Okay.
So you
See,
see
this
the
is the
pattern.
mistake that happens, like if, for example, in Kannada, we don't have this ganga, we still have that thing. And when we go to an online converter and we convert, our Sanskrit still gives us with that dot on top. And then we are told that that's not the correct conversion. And we are wondering why it is not correct. So this makes it very clear, actually. Yeah.
So just to reconfirm. So because the g is from that thing, so I have to use the nasal part of it from the kakara. Yeah, gagara. Got it. And not, okay, perfect. Got it. But I think I have to work on it to let it settle in. Yeah.
So if you see this, there is a chakara. So that's why it is
chakara.
anga.
Okay.
There is a jakara.
Okay.
Again, don't get confused. It is always a first kakara, chakara, not like that. Any 4.
Anything in that line. Yeah.
So that's
Got
why I
it.
gave another example. Niranjana. It's a jakara there.
Yeah.
Same thing in Vyanjana also, we find that.
Vyanjana.
Here, if you see, it's a dakara.
Dakara. Yeah.
Third one.
No.
So anyone in that. Okay. This is takara. Tathadadana. And this is bakara. Papababama. Bamba.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one question here.
Yes.
When you write yajna, we use that nya, right?
Coming to that. Have some patience. So are you clear with this Anunasika first?
So
Yes.
Mahodaya,
So because-
anything other than the 5 lines, like Kamsa, it's going to be a dot on top.
Yeah, it's
That is
Okay.
Anunasika. Let's use
Anunasika.
Anunasika.
Yeah.
Anunasika.
Sorry.
Anunasika.
Anuswaraha.
Anuswaraha. Okay.
Swara.
Anuswaraha. Okay.
In fact, in last class, I think I typed it incorrect. And, no one pointed me, so I corrected it actually. So if you see, I've corrected it here. In the document which I sent, Anuswaraha. The document I sent out is correct only.
Anuswara.
Okay.
Anuswaraha.
Swara.
Anuswara.
Okay. And these are basically Anunasika.
Anunasika. Okay.
Yeah. So any questions? Clear till now?
Yes.
Okay. So now we'll go to an interesting topic.
Is that word pronounced Amba? The one above Kamsa.
Yeah, Amba.
Amba means
Mother.
Amba.
Oh, Amba.
It's not Amba. Is Amba or Amba?
Amba.
Amba.
So I can just
Also, is it also a cow?
So actually, I think earlier I see the idea is, let me put it Amba only. See again, what happens? The root word is Amba. Different forms happen. So even Amba is correct in some context. Okay. So for timing, let me put as Amba only. Amba means mother. Yeah, tell me. Someone asked some question.
I was asking if it also means a cow.
Cow, as
It's
far
a jargon.
I don't know about that.
It's a jargon word. For cow in Kannada, they call Amba. Some people call Amba.
It's like, because mother, we believe cow is a mother, right?
Yes.
Because of that. So it is not a word, it's like a mother. So Amba means mother.
Roksha.
In lot of places, Kannada, they call cow Amba.
Yeah. That's why I told na, because cow is treated as mother, right? So we can call her Amba, no problem, right? So here, now let's come to, so in these letters, so how many letters are these? How many Vyanjanam are these?
5 plus 8, 33.
28.
25 plus 8, 33.
33.
Yeah, 5 5s are 25, and then
Plus.
2 lines of 4 4. Right, 25 plus 8. 33.
33, yeah.
All clear? So there are 33 Vyanjanani. Okay. So now the point is, like we talked about Swaraha, there are 15 Panchadasa. So these are 33.
33.
Trayatrimsat. So let's forget about that. It is Trayatrimsat. That is 33. But they're 33. Now the point is, many of you might have seen these. Okay, I'll just show you. This, right? These, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So aren't these Vyanjanam? Why have we not written that?
Which one?
Kshatragnya.
They are Sanyukta Aksharani.
They are combination of.
So in Hindi, actually, we learn as part of our vowel set. Okay, but actually they are not vowels. They are not vowel alone. They are a combination. They are combination. So that's where the Sanyukta Aksharani comes. So combination letters are called Sanyukta Aksharani. Okay, single if it is Sanyukta Aksharaha, there Aksharam. If there are many, then we call Aksharani. That's how it is.
Aksharani.
Okay, so we are going to talk about. So when as soon as you say it is a combination, can you tell me what is this combination of?
Kasha.
What is ka?
And
Kakara.
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 Kakara plus
Shakara.
first, second, or third?
Second.
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 Kakara. Is it correct or something else is missing?
Mahodaya, how do we know that Ka and Sha.
Plus
Kakara, shakara,
Swara.
Yeah, what is the question? How do we know?
How do we know that it is Ka, Sha?
Okay, so this is a symbol in Devanagari which has been created as an abbreviation for that combination. Sha. Because how you pronounce Sha? Sha.
Mahodaya. But it is not something which is taken half from Ka and half from Sha, right? It is a symbolic saying that Sha is Samyukta Akshar of Ka and Sha.
No. It is actually taken like this. It is taken again. Don't say half. It is Kakara and Shakara combined together. That's how this letter is formed.
and then created its own entity.
Yeah, and then given a special symbol about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Only for pronunciation it took Kakara and Shakara, but writing in the symbol it took its own entity.
okay, so I can say that this, because it is very, again, the reason is like Refa, you asked me, na, why Refa? Because it is a very, very common practice. They give a different name. It happens, right? Just think of it. In our day-to-day usage, we have our own our names.
Short.
But then what happens? We get our nicknames from your mother, father. When long names, they don't utter, they utter the short ones, right? Which is because you are going to utter his name very common. The same things. What has happened is these are nicks given to them. So Rakara becomes Refa. So similarly, the Ka, Sha is given a nick symbol. It said Ka, Sha, 2 letters instead of it's very commonly used. Let me use a single symbol for it. So it's a shorthand for that.
Wonder that is it taken half from Ka and half from Sha? So how do we write that? I used to wonder that.
I don't understand this half business. It is Kakara and Shakara.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is what.
Not that is what. You have to say Kakara and Shakara.
Okay.
No, I think she meant that the script, they took part of Ka and part of Sha and made it like that.
Yeah, but
I think that's what she's trying to say. It's not. It has nothing to do
with
with
that, right? It's not
Yeah.
like if it was, then I wouldn't have studied it separately. Because then it becomes obvious. It is not obvious here, right? Yeah, so that's right.
Okay.
Now we'll see more. Okay, more interesting. They have tried to create from something, but it became a different symbol altogether. What about the second one?
Akara.
Rakara.
Rakara.
Ra and
Ra.
Rakara.
Oh.
And
Kakara and
Rafa.
Refa.
Refa.
and U. And U. True.
Oh.
Ah.
Ra.
Plus A.
Plus A.
Plus A.
Oh. Oh.
I put a halanta there.
So this is
So
correct.
that's
Oh, true.
Takara.
No,
Refa.
no, you can't utter it. You can't utter it. So you have to say Takara, Rakara. So
Rakara.
that will become Trakara.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, typically if you want to be clear, we can put it like this. That's okay. If you want to pronounce, that's fine. But we understand now. That Akara we understand, right? There's no confusion there.
Takara plus Refa.
Mahoday.
Yeah.
Hello. I think, is it not Takara, Rakara, and Ru? In the Swara, there is a one called Ru.
No, this is not that, no?
This is not that. This is Refa only.
Because true,
Refa.
it's pronounced as true, right?
No.
This
it's
is
not.
Tra.
It is Tra.
Tra.
Tra, not true. Okay, Tra. Okay.
It's Tra.
Triyambike.
Fine. Now let's get the trickier one. What about this?
Chakara.
Yakara.
Jakara.
Jakara.
So this is Jakara plus
Jakara. Ja.
Yeah.
Nya.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So now what happens? The way we pronounce is basically is Jnani, Nya, right? Nya. Now you say Nya is Nya only. Where is Ja? Now the power of Nya is so high that Ja gets suppressed.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you start with Ja, but then Nya becomes superimposed. Okay, it becomes more profound. That's why you don't hear the Jakara in the sound. Nya. Jnani, Jnani, Jnani,
Yeah.
Jnani,
Jnani.
Jnani. That's why the nasal becomes super power there. Okay, but there is a Jakara there. What about this?
Sri.
Is it a single letter or a combination?
No, it is
Combination.
Sha and Ra.
Sha, Refa.
and Refa.
Correct.
Shankara. Shra. Sri.
What about this?
Ko. Oh. To.
Takara and
Ta.
Kakara.
Ka, ta,
Ka, ta, a.
ta,
Kara, Takara,
akara.
To. Oh.
Akara.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So these I highlighted it because they look very different from the combination. Okay. Now, obviously, there are many more combinations, but they have some connection with the original letters. Okay. So here is one. What is this?
Here.
Gear.
Ka and Ya.
Yeah.
Dakara and Yakara.
Aradhya. Dhya.
Vidyalay.
No, not Aradhya. Aradhya has a Dhakara. This is Dakara.
Vidyalay.
Vidyalay.
Vidyalay. Vidyalay. Correct. What about
Is it first the or second the? When you say dhya, the
this? Is Mridu da.
Mrududha.
komal.
Dhya. It's a Dhya. Yeah. Not Dhya.
Mridu.
It's a Dhya.
That's why I gave names for that. Khara,
Ah.
Mridu, Gosha.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mriduda. What about this?
Da, ma.
Mo.
Ma, ma.
Makara.
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 Padma.
Padma.
Padma. Correct. What about this?
To.
Ta.
To.
Takara.
The whole idea of me asking is you get hang of Kara.
Takara plus Takara.
Takara plus Takara.
So use that. No. So we have got a tool now.
What was for plus? You gave us a word. What is plus?
Adigam.
Takara plus Takara.
Adigam.
Nakara.
Ru.
Ana. Na.
No.
Nakara.
Brahmana.
Nakara.
Kara.
Nakara.
Nakara. Okay. So now.
But her is her, sir.
Huh?
Takara.
Hakara.
Her, you say her. Hakara.
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 Hakara. See, if I do mistake, please correct me. It is Kara only. If I Halanta is there,
Oh,
it's a
Hakara.
Kara.
Okay.
There's no doubt on that.
Okay.
Now, if you see this pattern, right, all these things, typically, you see two letters coming together. The first one is with a Halanta. The second one, if you complete maybe a Swara and other things are there. So if you see the order, right, the first one, the second one get joined with that.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First and second, the Dakara, then Makara, then Takara, Takara. Now the point is, many times what happens, it doesn't become one after the second. It becomes one bottom of the other.
Okay.
One above, one down. When it is above and down, the principle is the above one is with Halanta.
Stronger.
Is with Halanta.
Halanta.
The bottom one is without Halanta. So if I say this, it will become.
Hana.
I hope you see this.
Brahmana.
The above one comes first.
Yeah.
Above one comes first. It is always like that. Above one will be first.
Ananta. Hana.
Brahmana. Brahmana.
Brahmana.
Brahmana.
So that will be for this. Brahma.
Brahmana.
Brahma.
Brahma.
But when we pronounce like one he, fire, we don't pronounce as Vahni, right? Do we?
One he.
So
No.
because of the Anunasika, the first one gets suppressed. Vahni.
Vanhi.
No, it's not Vahni. So how do you write it? You tell me that. How do you write it?
Vahani. Vahani.
Do you write it like this?
Yes, yes.
Then it is Vahni.
So because whenever we have been taught to pronounce whenever her and na comes, the Anunasika takes a precedence is what we have been taught while chanting. So one he is how to pronounce is what we have been taught, not Vahni.
It is because you have possibly this.
Vahni.
Vahni.
Do we have a
Vahni.
after that?
Can't remember exactly because whenever this one he with respect to fire comes, the pronunciation we have been said is whenever her and na comes, the pronunciation is the reverse. That is how we have been taught. So, okay, that is not.
It could be Vahni.
Come back to that. And maybe if I'm telling you incorrect, I'll go and fix it also. Don't worry about it. But if I, as far as I understood, possibly there might be Anuswaraha, and that might have done some magic there.
Okay, we'll also check. Dhanyavadaha.
Yeah. So this is, but the point is how you break this is like this only.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Nakara.
No.
Nakara.
There is no doubt in this. This is clear.
Okay.
So the top one becomes the first one and the bottom one becomes the second one. That's how it is. Okay. What about this?
Hakara.
Hakara, makara.
Ma.
What about this?
Hakara.
Nakara.
So this Hakara is very special. It has a lot of things coming under it.
Yeah.
So, but there may not be always coming under things kind of thing. There are many things which are normal also. For example, generally we have this. So if you have Kakara, then you don't complete it. So such things are used whenever the standing line is in the middle. So if you see Kakara, Fakara, the standing line is middle, right? For example, the standing line is in middle. Standing line. That's why when it is in middle, when you join with the other letters, basically that becomes the later part is trimmed. It is reduced. That's how it becomes. Okay.
Did not understand, sir. Did not understand what you explained right now.
So now the point is in ka, in fa, the standing line is in the middle. Whenever it is in the middle, when you join, typically the later portion is trimmed. If you see,
it's small.
And then so this trimming is applicable when the standing line is in middle.
Okay.
Okay. And there are many letters where the standing line is at the end. Like ga, the standing line is at the last. Then the standing line is just removed when we join them together. So you see the kha, the line is gone. Ga, the line is gone.
Didn't think about it, but now we are aware.
Okay, that's how these letters are formed actually. There is a whole logic in them. So then there are letters which are round from the bottom. And there is no line in that. Like ta, tha, da, right? So then what happens typically, if you want, you can put letters below them like this. Ha is also round at the bottom. That's why a lot of things come below it. Okay, so twa, this. Now there are some exceptions there though. For example, when yakara comes, yakara you see typically the starting goes till top, but here it is below. Right? If I write ta and ya, then the ya is like touching the top line. You see the difference between these two?
Yeah.
So this is basically takara and yakara. And this is takara, akara, yakara. Okay, so this is a very common thing you will see. When things at times, and this is special case with yakara.
Is it always a case? Generally it's the case or in certain cases?
Yakara is typically, see again, these are special combinations I'm talking about. And when you think you are not clear about the combination, you are not able to write it. See, you can always write it something like this.
Separately.
Yeah. So you put this and then you put this. Okay, here it's joining actually.
Yeah.
Basically, you can write like this, right? Halanta there, and then you can put that.
Yeah.
But the idea is, as you go along, if there is a symbol for it, you should try to use that symbol. Okay.
Yeah.
I think time is over, so I think.
Oh, I was just about to say you're going too fast with this. Once more, please. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So
yeah.
From here you are telling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fine, right?
Yeah,
Middle
that
line
is fine. Middle line, it just gets truncated. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
End line.
That also, yes.
Yeah.
Got
Now
it.
these are round ones.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So round ones, typically what happens, the letter comes below it.
Okay.
Like hakara. We saw a lot of hakaras, right?
Hakaras, yeah.
They are round, so a lot of things come below it, fits
below.
into it and things like
Into
that.
it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now hakara has a special thing. He has a space, so the things
Yeah,
got
so you can add it there. Yeah.
inside it. But typically they will come below it.
Below. Okay.
So that's what the thing is.
Yeah. The
Now,
next
there are
one?
some exceptions. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Exception like for lakara.
Lakara. Ah.
Okay. So that point is, if you see the chakara actually, if I write a complete one, it will be joining till the up. But when it is without the akara, it is not joining till the top.
Yeah.
The line, small line is missing there.
That means it's supposed to be pronounced together.
Yes, there is a chakara and no akara there.
Chla.
Chla.
Chakara, lakara.
Yeah, and it's pronounced chla.
Chla, yes.
The first one is pronounced chala. The other one is pronounced chla.
Yeah, first one is chala, second is chla.
Ah, okay. That's what I did not get.
Okay. So the point is, what I was telling is, when those things are very subtle, you are not clear. So it's okay. You can write actually like this. You can write it like this.
The first one is chala, the second one is chal.
So this is same as this.
Chala, chal.
Mahodaya, not in what is under cha?
Yeah, that's chwa. The
Chwa.
first,
No, the first
chwa.
one is chala.
Chwa.
The second
Chwa.
one is
Chwa.
Chua.
Chwa.
But there we have the line in the chwa.
Because it's got the round one, it comes under that.
Yeah, so I'll. Is this clear?
Chwa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
so this is pronounced as chla.
Chla.
Correct.
Okay.
Wow.
Chla. Got it. Thank you.
So now, when, like for example, this lakara became a special case, right? It didn't come below. So there are some special cases like that, and as you use, you will get hang of it. So don't worry too much about it. For example, anything which comes with the yakara. Yakara. Typically, it becomes like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus
Yeah.
yakara plus yakara. Yeah.
But in the previous
Thank
case, when the vertical line is losing, why emphasis on the la rather than, why it should be on cha rather than la? When you say chala or chal, so basically la is changing rather than cha. Cha is what is losing the vertical line.
Yeah.
You're talking about this, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Chla.
It's not cha. It is chla.
Chla. So that's why
Chla.
chla. La is
Chla.
sound.
Chla.
So the first
Chla.
one, basically in all these things, when you are talking about Samyuktaksharani, the first one becomes a pure Vyanjanam.
Okay.
That's what you should have
Uses that
noticed.
akaram.
There is no akara in the first one.
First one. Yeah.
And the first one either comes first or comes at the top.
Yeah. Got it.
That's how it is. Okay.
Okay.
So
Sir, the third one, it's dva or twa. Ta plus va or da plus va.
this is this one.
Yeah, that's one.
This is ta. If I write
Ta.
the plus va, it will be like this.
Yeah.
The plus va will be like this.
Yeah, that's what. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyawada. So shall we stop or shall I just complete the refa also?
Complete,
can
sir.
finish it.
You can
Complete
complete.
the refa.
Okay. So I hope you're not having any other commitments or anything. If you have, please let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I'll today complete at least the refa once. Then
Yeah.
we are done with the Vyanjana things.
Okay.
Right. So now this symbol. What is it?
Kra.
They can tell me. They can tell me.
Rakara plus kakara.
What is rakara?
Plus
Ka
plus ka plus ra. Refa.
Raka.
Refa plus
Refa
Kakara
plus
plus
Refa plus yeah.
akara.
Correct?
Yeah.
Now here also that logic applies.
Okay.
The rakara is at the top.
So that comes
Alright.
first. Rak.
So it is top, so it has to come first.
Rak. Yeah. Rak.
Okay. I hope you see that the top rule is always applicable.
Okay.
So I can create all kind of things, and this refa is very special. Now you know why it is special. It has got a special symbol also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I can, in fact, all the things will look same. You know all those things. If I do this and then ga, then like this, so you can create with anything.
Arg.
Refa. Ga.
Refa. Plus
Ga.
ga. Gafa. Gar.
So actually, if you
Kakara plus a.
I hope you notice if I'm not using halanta here, I'm not giving halanta to the last one also. I hope you see that very carefully.
That is kakara plus a.
Rakara plus ga. Rakara, refa plus ga. That's what. Again, if I put halanta on both sides, that is also fine. But you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right. Now the same thing I'll try. What is this?
Kakara plus refa.
Ka plus refa. Refa.
Refa plus a.
Akara.
Refa plus akara or ra?
Rakara.
Ra.
Akara.
Is there along with it.
Yeah, he's not put the halanta.
This is ra.
Ra.
Refa plus a.
And now you notice. Refa is at the bottom.
Yeah.
So the one who is at the top comes first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is always like that. The one who comes at the top is the first one.
Okay.
Okay. So a little weird one is this tra. Because it's a round at the bottom.
Kakara plus refa.
Kakara plus refa.
Refa. Refa.
Yeah. So any doubts, any questions?
Very good.
So that's all. Sanyukta Aksharani, again, there could be some
in this
more
page
kind of thing, but now you have got a hang of it.
So 1 minute, the last one, takara plus refa.
Sorry.
Yeah, plus ra. Okay, thank you.
So in this page, the first line, is that the one that we use for argyam?
Argyam.
For which one?
Yeah, that's the one. Argyam.
Argya, right? That is gha, I think.
Yeah.
That is, I think, this
Gha.
plus
Argya.
Yeah, argyam.
Not argya.
Argyam samarpayam.
I think it is this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No. Raga.
Okay.
Argya. Actually, it's argya.
This one, right?
No, that's the.
Yakara,
You're
I
right.
think
Now you're right.
it's first ga.
Yeah. So those things will come. We need one full class for all that.
Okay.
Yeah, argya.
We'll come to that. First, you understand the combination of two letters at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be clear about that.
Slow and steady. Yeah.
When you say tra, the last line, why it is 2 lines below ta?
Yes, it is like
a symbol.
It's like a
Hat.
Yeah, arrow.
Code.
So all circular letters are like this. So for example, if I write this, it will become like this.
So is that the symbol for ra?
Pardon?
Is that the symbol ra?
Refa.
Yeah, Refa.
Refa.
All the rounded alphabets, the Refa will be below as a triangle.
Yeah, for the circular ones.
Okay.
Horizontal, no? Triangle.
Fine.
Mahoday,
Yes.
where do we find all these rules?
In the video that he's going to send.
Yeah, keep watching.
It might be very hard to remember. Maybe we should have a reference to these rules.
Okay.
Mahodaya, if you can save today's recording, it will be great.
Yeah, that I do typically after my class itself. So in fact, there is a book for Parichayaha. So Praveshaha. So your Sasyam, right? The exam typically is aligned with something called Parichaya exam. So there is a book of Parichaya as well. So in that you will find typically all these rules. Okay. So because the Parichaya books typically doesn't get available immediately, that they give only before the exam. Okay. So that's why I made sure that I discuss all these things with you.
I'm trying to see if I have that.
If you have that, you'll find it.
So my
It's
question,
very interesting.
my question now, the first homework they gave us was write all the Varnamala. So now we just write all the Varnamala or all these two?
No, not all these things. You basically write till 15 those and 33.
33 of these. Thank you.
Yeah.
We don't
I have
put
doubt.
Even the matras are not required.
No.
Matras are
We
not
haven't
required.
learned it.
And even don't put halantas. Put ka, kha, ga, gha like that.
Yeah, okay, got it. Thank you, sir.
And definitely should not put the Sanyukta Akshara.
Yeah, that was the next question.
Yeah, no, only that. Yeah.
Okay, Varnamala is only Swaraha and Vyanjana. That is only Varnamala.
Yeah.
So basically,
15 plus
Why did
33.
they give us so much time to do this? I mean, they postponed it to 25th. Why? I don't know.
Because some of us haven't got up there.
And more than that, this is first time you're dealing with scanning Google Classroom and other things.
Okay.
So that's what you get hang of it. Because writing you may have finished in 5 minutes only. Okay, but other things you should get hang of it. That's the reason. And in fact, earlier we were not planning what is this a homework. But then we said no. The more than the writing, these all other things you will get hang of it with this simple homework.
We need to get that. Yeah.
So that was the
technology.
That Google document that had the tutorials on how to upload the homework. If possible, can you please resend that link?
Yes,
it's not somewhere lost in the load of messages on the group, please.
So isn't it there in the class notes?
No, when we open the classroom, is it
I
there?
have it. I can send it.
Yes, please, Mahoday, if you can send it on the group, would be very helpful. Dhanyawada.
And
so
if in Google Classroom where the assignment signed, you can see last the option add work.
Yeah, add work. It says,
If you
and
touch
then we
it,
add a
then you can
PDF.
submit your work.
We just add the PDF document. That's all.
Yes.
No, if you touch the add work, then
Okay.
you can find the other option for make a PDF, add scan or somewhere else.
No,
And
because when
then
we do
you can
add
directly
work,
submit.
See, I'll tell you a very simple thing. Okay, typically you just have 2 apps in your mobile.
Yeah, Adobe.
One is Clear Scanner, another is Google Classroom. Okay, then once you are done writing your homework, use the Clear Scanner app. So you go open that, it will basically open up a camera and all those things. You take your photos. Right now it may be just 1 page. As you go forward, it may be multiple pages. So what you do is you keep on taking first page, second page, all photos you take. And once you have taken all the photos, make sure they are clear. Okay, that is very important. Make sure the photo after you have taken is very clear. Okay, and once you have taken all the photos, then there is an option there, convert to PDF. Okay, there is a PDF symbol. You click on that, it will convert that into PDF. And then at the bottom, there is a share symbol. You have these 2 arrows and a circle here, right? The share symbol. At the bottom, you'll have a share symbol. So if you click on that, it will open up in which you will find the Google Classroom.
Okay.
How do we know if our submission is gone through?
I'm telling you, listen to it. No, once you do the share, then it will open the Google Classroom. In Google Classroom, you will see your homework number there. So typically, right now, you will see one there. You click on that homework. Okay. And when you click, it will upload the document.
Okay.
Once it uploads, at the bottom, you see submit, unsubmit, or something like that. So if it says submit, it means you have to submit.
Okay.
Okay. And once you submit, it becomes unsubmit. So unsubmit means you want to take out the homework. You don't want to submit. Okay. Please understand.
Yeah,
that.
made mistakes.
You made mistakes. So that's why the unsubmit button comes. So you should make sure that it is after you submit, it becomes unsubmit.
Okay.
When it is unsubmit, it means it is submitted. That's why it's asking, do you want to take it out again? Okay. So it should not remain as submit. When you do that, it should become unsubmit. And once it is unsubmit, you know it is submitted.
Okay.
I hope that clarifies.
Thank you. Yeah. We'll try it today.
This is very simple. I myself use that only. Clear Scan and Google Classroom. They're very much integrated. I can just do one to the next.
Today I will try.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't see that again. The one which I submitted, I can't see that in the classroom again. So I hope it's still there. Maybe
Yes, sir.
I don't know how to see that.
Yeah. So when the grader grades it and returns back, then you'll be able to see it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll close with the prayers. Om Sarve Bhavantu
Sukhinah Sarve Santu
Niramaya.
Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu
Pashyantu ma
Ma
kaschit
kischit
bhavet.
bhavet.
Om
Om
Shanti
Shanti Shanti
Shanti
Shanti.
Shanti.
Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah
Punaha
Mahodaya.
milamah.